Hi, gorgeous soul. Welcome to the Mystic's Path Mystery School. I am Ashley Coleman, your spiritual teacher, and here we gather as empathic souls, as spiritual beings with a greater mission. You are likely somebody who was the black sheep of your family. You didn't fit in. You felt overly emotional. You felt things that other people weren't seeming to feel. You thought things that felt different or even shameful. You had a blasted open channel, which means you are connected to other dimensions. And you didn't know how to protect your energy at that time as a young child. And so you maybe had spiritual attacks like I did, where I had voices in my head and a lot of fearful energies coming at me. And if you want to explore my story with that, then I'll link that video right here. And this is really a space for awakening seekers who are not here to follow dogmatic religious institutions, who are here to pave a new path back to God, back to soul in their own way. I use the word God over here. You can call it Great Spirit, you can call it the divine source. We're all talking about the same thing. God is the unnameable source of love, and we've been programmed in the way of if we don't follow a religious institution, if we don't belong to a religious community, then we're casted out of the garden. Then we don't belong. Then we're not saved. We're not loved. And that ends here. That ends here. I'm so passionate about this that not only have I studied energy medicine and soul healing in depth with master healers in shamanic energy medicine, also Reiki, but I've also become an ordained minister to help souls who long for God, who long for union, but who don't fit that organized religion path. There is a place for you. There is a community for you. There is a place for you to heal and to return to the garden, so to speak, to return to a place of wholeness where shame no longer is a part of you, where you absolutely madly love your shadows and your light, where you are an integrated self, as Carl Jung might say. And this is the process of individuation, of waking up in the dream of our conditioning, of waking up in the dream of what isn't really who we are. And maybe you've woken up in a relationship and you've realized, I'm miserable. I don't belong here, but I sort of feel stuck. And I'm playing out this karmic thing so that I can learn a soul lesson. And when you walk away, the lesson's complete. When you walk away from what no longer is you and you integrate the wisdom in that, the blessing in that. What did I learn from partners who didn't commit to me? Well, one, I wasn't committing to me. There is a blessing, a blessing and a lesson in everything. And that's Taoism. That's the yin and the yang. There's light in the dark and there's dark in the light. And you are a whole being. Carl Jung said, I'd rather be whole than good. So if you love taboo topics, healing from soul wounds at the level of energy and spirit, if you love to learn about how to work with your intuitive gifts, stop feeling blasted open and start actually wielding your power in this physical world and in the spirit world, you are in the right place. And I'm so glad you're here. Today, I wanted to bring you into a short little teaching on the mystic's power of visioning. As a sensitive being, as a mystical Pisces, that's me. I would love to hear your zodiac sign in the comments below if you want to share. As a mystical Pisces, my sun is in Pisces, Venus, Saturn, a lot's going on in the 12th house for me. Let me know if you're into astrology and I can weave some more of that in here. As a mystical Pisces, I'm a dreamer. And I can actually dream new worlds into being. What does that mean? It means to fantasize about what you desire. It means to harness the mystic's vision, to go into fantasy, to travel into your heart and to dream a greater vision with specificity. This is now proven by science. When you have a vision, your body thinks it's happening. So you start to produce the emotions and the neural networks that tell your body it is happening. So you are so much more likely to have that experience in the physical world. So the mystic's gift of visioning, which we all have, this is proved by science. Your body, as the unconscious mind, your body is the unconscious mind. It runs over 95% of your reality is based on unconscious programming, belief systems, and stories. It's the 90% of the iceberg that's under the water. The 10 less, 5 to 10% is your conscious mind. When you dream, when you vision, you are harnessing the 95% because the language of the unconscious is visions. It is symbols, archetypes, and emotions. So when you forget about what's in your life right now and you go into a meditative state and you activate your heart, whether you think about puppies or your amazing partner, you activate, you call your heart online and you start to generate visions of what you desire the most, which here's a prayer for that. God, soul, show me what is meant for me. I open up my visions to see and feel and know what is truly destined for me. I release the fear of the truth now. Some seers that I've worked with in the past decade feel blocked with really knowing what they want. Why? Well, fear. Fear of I can't have it, fear or something's bad's gonna happen, fear whatever. You don't even have to analyze it all the time. Say this command. I release the fear of the truth now. Snap your finger, ding a bell, and then activate your vision again. Go into your heart. The key element is to have fun with this. Drink a cup of ceremonial cacao, go lay out in the sunshine. Understand that things the way they are all right. They're beautiful. So we're not dreaming from grasping or need, we're dreaming from play. And that translates scientifically to a greater result when it comes to influencing matter. So you, as a seeker, healer, empathic, sensitive being, have already an open crown chakra. Your task is not to blast off and do a bunch of plant medicine and go up into the ethereal worlds. Who I'm speaking to and with in this space is somebody who's already blasting off because they woke up. You're a sensitive spiritual being. It's not hard for you to drift off into the spirit world. What you actually need is grounding, is action, is boundaries, is an evolved inner masculine, which is what takes your vision and takes action on it, produces a result in the physical world. That is yang energy, that is action energy forward. The feminine is the deep dreamer and feeler who channels, she's the oracle, she, whoever. We all have both yin and yang, masculine and feminine. The feminine is the oracle, receives the download. The masculine says, and write this down if you're open to it. What is the next indicated step towards this vision today? What is the next step today that I am devoted to take? Faith without works is dead. So it's the vision and it's the action. That's the alchemical marriage of the dreamer and the action taker. One without the other is incomplete. So, my task for you today, my remembrance for you today is you are already connected to other worlds, to other potential futures. You have these gifts. Use them. Take action on that vision today. Where are you? Are you in a beautiful farmhouse? What color is on the wall? What car is in the garage? What do you feel? So it's a clear vision plus an emotion plus action equals results in the physical world. A vision that lights you up. Oh my gosh. I love it. It's got to connect down to the body, down to passion, down to desire. Desire is in the gut or it's in the womb, it's in the lower centers of where you just feel magnetized towards something. That clear desire plus the emotion. What is it that you want to feel? You don't want the stuff, you want the feeling. I want to feel home. I want to feel supported. I want to feel significant. What's underneath of it all is the emotions. Identify a couple emotions, identify the vision, go into it, have so much fun with it, and then ask yourself today, what is the next indicated step? Maybe it's journaling, maybe it's watching another video on here. It's an action step. So that is my message for you today. Drop a comment below, leave a heart, leave a crystal ball emoji if you're excited to be in this community. Thank you so much. And you can do it. You are here to bring heaven to earth. You do not have to follow anybody else. You do not have to feel bad that you don't feel a sense of belonging in dogmatic institutions. This is your reminder that you get to create your own way back to the garden, so to speak, back to wholeness, back to the remembrance of your union with soul, with the divine of your own understanding. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so excited for the next video. See you soon.